Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. It is online teaching program. Saima Fatma is here to teach you. We have done indefinite tenses, present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite. Continuous tenses, present continuous, past continuous and future continuous. Today we are going to study present perfect tense. In this video lecture, we'll look at the uses of present perfect tense, structure of positive, negative and interrogative sentences in present perfect tense. After learning the rules, we will do the translation exercises of present perfect tense given in English grammar and composition. For effective learning, attention and interest are necessary. So keep attentive throughout the lecture and watch it to the end. Let us get started. Most of the students have problems in the use of the tenses. They are confused how and when to use a specific tense. Now we are going to have a look at the demonstration of present perfect tense usage in daily life. It will help you to understand the concept in a better way. Let us watch.
It's Saturday morning. Andrew and Maria are doing their chores. Their mother has asked them to do that.
That has been a hard job for me to do. Mom has given me so many chores. I have to take the dog for a walk now.
I have come home.
But where have you been?
I have been to the grocery store.
Have you bought bread and oil?
Yes, I have. Have you fixed the faucet?
Yes, I fixed it finally. It seems to be working fine now.
I'm so happy to hear that. And have you also mowed the lawn?
No, I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to do it now.
Maria, have you seen Andrew?
He has just taken the dog out for a walk.
I see. Have you finished cleaning your room yet?
Yes, I have folded my clothes and I've put them away. I have made my bed and I have vacuumed the floor.
But you haven't taken out the trash.
Oh, you're right. I haven't done that yet.
And what about dusting the shelves?
I've already done that.
You've done a good job. Let me give you a hug. Oh, you have already come back, Andrew.
I've had such a busy day. Mom, you've given me too many chores.
I have given you the same chores as usual, Andrew. You haven't complained so much before. Has something happened?
I've had a busy week and I'm a little tired.
Then get some rest. You have done enough for today. I'm proud of you.
It's 5 p.m. Everybody is in the living room. The bell is ringing.
I wonder who it is. Mom, Dad, have you invited anyone over?
It's a surprise.
Their cousins have come over with their parents. Maria and Andrew are surprised to see them.
I'm so glad you finally arrived. We've missed you.
We've missed you too.
I've brought you some delicious cookies. Please help yourselves.
Thanks, Auntie.
We haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to?
We've done a lot of fun things lately. We have gone sailing in a yacht and we visited a museum. Have you ever been on a yacht? No, we haven't, but we have been on a ship once. And guess what? I have learned to swim this week. You know, I have always wanted to be able to swim. That's so great. I'm really happy for you. What about you? What have you done lately? Well, I've participated in a singing competition this week and I've won! Wow, congrats! You have the most beautiful voice I have ever heard. So you have finally overcome your fear of singing in front of a lot of people. That's right. I have stopped being afraid now. What about you, Bridget? You said you wanted to take violin lessons. Have you started yet? Oh yeah, I have already had 2 lessons. I love playing the violin.
And I have joined a soccer team this week. You know, I have always wanted to join a soccer team.
Yes, we know that. Your dream has finally come true.
What about you two? What are your greatest dreams?
Well, my dream is to be able to go to Egypt one day. Have you ever been there?
No, we haven't, but our parents have been to Egypt. They have seen the pyramids in the desert.
And they have ridden a camel.
They have traveled a lot and they have done many amazing things.
We have only been to Mexico and Canada so far. We've been to France, and we've seen the Eiffel Tower.
Wow, that's so cool.
Well, students, you have watched the demonstration of present perfect tense. Hopefully, you got it and enjoyed it. Now, we are going to look at the uses of present perfect tense. There are 5 main uses of present perfect tense. First one, recently completed action. This tense indicates completed activities in the immediate past with just. Let us study some examples. He has just gone out. It means he went out a few minutes ago. Second example, it has just struck 10. Example number 3, she has just left for her office. In all these sentences, we have used present perfect tense with just to indicate recently completed actions. Now we are going to look at the second use of present perfect tense, completed in past time, not known. This tense expresses past actions whose time is not given and not definite. Look at these examples. I have read Gulliver's Travels. Time is not shown. I may have read the novel 10 years ago or only yesterday. Example number 2. I have never known him to be angry. Number 3. Ali has been to England. In all these sentences, we have used present perfect tense to indicate the activities completed in past time, not known. Then is the third use of present perfect tense, past event having effect on present. This tense is used to describe past events when we think more of their effect in the present than of the action itself. Look at these examples. Sarah has eaten all the biscuits. It means that there aren't any left for you. Second one, I have cut my finger. It means that it is bleeding now. Number 3, he has finished his work. It means that he is free now. So, in all these examples, we have used present perfect tense to describe the past events which have their effect on the present. And what is the fourth use of present perfect tense? Action still in progress. This tense denotes an action beginning at some time in the past and continuing up to the present moment. It is often used with since and for. Let us study some examples. I have known him for a long time. It means that I still know him. Example number 2. He has been ill since last week. It means that he has not recovered. He is still ill. Example number 3. We have lived here for 10 years. it means that we are still living here. So in all these sentences, we have used present perfect tense to describe the actions which are still in progress. Then is the fifth use of present perfect tense in newspapers or broadcast introducing past action. Present perfect tense is often used in newspapers and broadcast to introduce an action which will be then described in the simple past. Let us study some examples. Number 1. 3 people have been killed in tragic road accident. Number 2. Crops have been destroyed by flood. We have learned the uses of present perfect tense. Now we are going to look at the structure of sentences in present perfect tense. First of all, affirmative or positive sentences. In all perfect tenses, we always use third form of verb. In present perfect tense, we use the helping verb has or have with the third form of verb. If our subject is he, she, it or any singular noun, we use helping verb has with the third form of verb. And if our subject is I, we, you, they or any plural noun, we use the helping verb have with the third form of verb. So, sentence structure in present perfect tense affirmative sentences is subject, helping verb has or have and third form of verb. Now we are going to look at the examples of present perfect tense affirmative sentences. Number 1. That girl has written the story. Number 2. The rainy season has set in. Example number 3. The plants have grown into trees. Example number 4. We have accepted the invitation. Example number 5. You have finished your work. In all these sentences, we have used the helping verb has or have with the third form of verb. With the subjects like that girl, the rainy season, we have used the helping verb has. Whereas with the subjects like the plants, we and you, we have used the helping verb have with the third form of verb. Now we are going to look at the structure of negative sentences in present perfect tense. In order to make negative sentences in present perfect tense, we use not after the helping verb has or have. So structure of negative sentences in present perfect tense is subject, helping verb has or have, not and third form of verb. Let us study some examples. Number 1. The king has not taken off the crown. Number 2. The roof has not fallen in. Number 3. They have not waited for us. In all these sentences, we have used not after the helping verb has or have. Then are the interrogative sentences or questions. How can we form interrogative sentences or questions in present perfect tense? In order to make questions or interrogative sentences in present perfect tense, we use the helping verb has or have in the beginning of the sentence. So, structure of questions or interrogative sentences in present perfect tense is helping verb has or have, subject and third form of verb. In the end, we put the question mark. Look at these examples. Number 1. Has the hunter caught the birds? Number 2. Have the robbers made good escape? Number 3. Has he not neglected his duty? In all these questions, we have used the helping verb has or have in the beginning of the sentence and in the end we have put the question mark. Then are the structure of interrogative sentences with question words. How can we make interrogative sentences which have question words like why, when, where, how many and how often? In order to make interrogative sentences with question words, we use the same question word in the beginning of the sentence. So, structure of interrogative sentences with question word is question word, helping verb has or have, subject, third form of verb and in the end we put the question mark. Let us study some examples. Where have you seen this man? How has he saved the drowning child? Why have you spent all of your income. In all these questions, we have used the question words where, how and why in the beginning of the sentence before the helping verb has or have. Well students, we have learned the rules. Now we are going to practice these rules. Translation exercise 1. This exercise is given at page number 81 of English Grammar and Composition. First sentence, clock 4 बजा चुका है. The clock has struck 4. Second one, उम्मीदवार पर्चा हल कर चुके हैं. उम्मीदवार the candidates. The candidates have solved the paper. Number 3, मेहमान खसूसी इनामात तकसीम कर चुका है. मेहमान खसूसी चीफ गेस्ट तकसीम करना डिस्ट्रीब्यूट. The chief guest has distributed the prizes. Number 4, प्रिंसिपल ने तलबा को असनाद दे दी हैं. The principal has given the certificates to the students. Sentence number 5, टीमें मैच खेल चुकी हैं. The teams have played the match. Next sentence, अदालत मेरे हक में फैसला दे चुकी है. The court has decided in my favor. Sentence number 7, बोर्ड ने नतीजे का ऐलान कर दिया है. ऐलान करना declare. The board has declared the result. So in all these sentences, we have used third form of verb with the helping verb has or have. Sentence number 8, चोर घर में नकब लगा चुके हैं. नकब लगाना break into. The thieves have broken into the house. Sentence number 9, मैं ये तस्वीर बेच चुका हूँ. I have sold this picture. Sentence number 10, नसीमा ने इम्तहान पास कर लिया है. नसीमा has passed the examination. Number 11, बशीर वजीफ़ा हासिल कर चुका है. वजीफ़ा हासिल करना win the scholarship. बशीर has won the scholarship. Number 12, तमाम परिंदे उड़ चुके हैं. All the birds have flown away. Number 13, हम बंदूक चला चुके हैं. बंदूक चलाना fire the gun. We have fired the gun. Number 14, मैच बगैर हार जीत के ख़त्म हो चुका है. बगैर हार जीत के ख़त्म होना end in a draw. The match has ended in a draw. Number 15, फौज ने किले पर कब्जा कर लिया है. कब्जा करना capture. किला fort. The army has captured the fort. In all these sentences, we have used third form of verb with the helping verb has or have. Now we are going to do second translation exercise of present perfect tense. This exercise contains negative sentences. It is given at page number 82 of English Grammar and Composition. First sentence, उन्होंने गुमशुदा बच्चे की तलाश नहीं की है. तलाश करना search. गुमशुदा बच्चा lost child. They have not searched for the lost child. Number 2, आपने मेरी दरख्वास्त मंजूर नहीं की है. You have not accepted my application. Number 3, अदालत ने मुल्जिम की दरख्वास्त पर गौर नहीं किया है. गौर करना consider. दरख्वास्त अपील. मुल्जिम accused. The court has not considered the appeal of the accused. Number 4, उसने अपनी बीवी पर एतमाद नहीं किया है. He has not trusted his wife. Number 5, चौकीदार अपना फ़र्ज अदा नहीं कर चुका है. चौकीदार watchman. The watchman has not done his duty. Number 6, तमाम मेहमान नहीं आ चुके हैं. All the guests have not come. Sentence number 7, खिलाड़ियों को सर्द मशरूब नहीं दिए गए हैं. सर्द मशरूब cold drinks. The players have not been given cold drinks. In all these sentences, we have used not after the helping verb has or have. The last sentence, sentence number 7, is passive voice. So we have used been in this sentence. Sentence number 8, कामयाब उम्मीदवारों को असनाद नहीं दी गई हैं. Again, this sentence is passive voice. The successful candidates have not been given certificates. Sentence number 9, अच्छे खिलाड़ियों की हौसला अफजाई नहीं की गई है. This sentence is also passive voice. हौसला अफजाई करना encourage. The good players have not been encouraged. सेंटेंस नंबर 10, हमारे दोस्त ने हमसे मशवरा नहीं किया है। मशवरा करना, कंसल्ट। आवर फ्रेंड हैज़ नॉट कंसल्टेड अस। नंबर 11, सिपाही ने अफसर का हुक्म नहीं माना है। हुक्म माना, ओबे। द सोल्जर हैज़ नॉट ओबेड द ऑफिसर। नंबर 12, दुश्मन ने हथियार नहीं डाले हैं। हथियार डालना, सरेंडर। द एनिमी हैज़ नॉट सरेंडर्ड। नंबर 13, हमारी फौज ने पसपाई इख्तियार नहीं की है। पसपाई इख्तियार करना, रिट्रीट। आवर आर्मी हैज़ नॉट रिट्रीटेड। नंबर 14, मेरे दोस्तों ने मुझे चाय नहीं दी है। माई फ्रेंड्स हैव नॉट सर्व्ड मी टी। नंबर 15, पुलिस ने उसे रंगे हाथों नहीं पकड़ा है। रंगे हाथों पकड़ना, कैच, रेड हैंडेड। द पुलिस हैव नॉट कॉट हिम रेड हैंडेड। In all these sentences, we have used not after the helping verb has or have. Now, we are going to do last translation exercise of present perfect tense. This exercise contains interrogative sentences or questions. It is given at page number 83 of English Grammar and Composition. First sentence, क्या तुम बाजी जीत चुके हो? बाजी, games. Have you won the games? Second one, क्या तुम्हारे साथी भाग चुके हैं? साथी, companions. Have your companions run away? Number 3, डाकुओं ने अमीर आदमी को कहाँ लूटा है? डाकू, robbers. लूटना, rob. Where have the robbers robbed the rich man? Number 4, आपने मेरे लिए टिकट क्यों खरीदा है? Why have you bought a ticket for me? Number 5, इस बच्चे को किसने बिगाड़ा है? Who has spoiled this child? Number 6, लड़की ने बोतल क्यों तोड़ दी है? Why has the girl broken the bottle? Number 7, वो छत से कैसे गिरा है? How has he fallen from the roof? In the simple questions, we have used the helping verb has or have in the beginning of the sentence, whereas in the questions with the question words like where, why, who, why and how, we have used these question words in the beginning of the sentence before the helping verb has or have. Sentence number 8, क्या असलम की खोई हुई रकम वापस मिल गई है? खोई हुई रकम, lost money. Has Aslam got his lost money back? Number 9, पुलिस मकान में क्यों दाखिल हुई है? Why have the police entered the house? Number 10, क्या झील में पानी जम चुका है? Has the water in the lake frozen? Number 11, तुमने इस्तीफा क्यों दे दिया है? इस्तीफा देना, resign. Why have you resigned? Number 12, क्या उसने बंदूक भर ली है? बंदूक भरना, load the gun. Has he loaded the gun? Number 13, आपने रुपया कहाँ रखा है? Where have you kept the money? Number 14, क्या उसने गांव हमेशा के लिए छोड़ दिया है? हमेशा के लिए, forever. Has he left the village forever? Number 15, क्या हमने अपना दावा साबित कर दिया है? दावा, claim. Have we proved our claim? In the simple questions, we have used the helping verb has or have in the beginning of the sentence, whereas in the questions with the question words like why or where, we have used this question word in the beginning of the sentence before the helping verb has or have. Well, students, we have studied present perfect tense. We have learned the uses of present perfect tense, formation of positive, negative, and interrogative sentences in present perfect tense, and we have practiced these rules. Hopefully, you understood. Your today's home task is do these 3 translation exercises in your neat notebooks. Okay, girls, Allah Hafiz.